tonight, even friends of the president, those most loyal to him, fear that the health care reform bill that he wanted so badly has been pecked to death and picked apart, watered down and torn up, and in the end will be something nobody really wants. They know they can't count on Republicans, but now the White House is trying to hold Democrats together. To them, it's all about the number 60, the 60 votes they need in the Senate. They need everybody to be on board, and as of now, they may not be. All of this playing out at both ends of Pennsylvania Avenue tonight. We begin our coverage this evening with White House correspondent Savannah Guthrie. Savannah, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. A little more than 48 hours ago, the president invited the entire Democratic caucus here to the White House, and it seemed for a moment that he had all the Democrats finally in line. But then something happened on the way to the health care reform bill. The liberal wing of the Democratic Party openly revolted.
No. Absolutely not. You can't.
Former Vermont Governor Howard Dean on a one-man media mission.
Why you deny my people
to kill the Senate's health care bill.
With the loss of the public option, the loss of Medicare, this bill really does more harm than good.
Punctuating his criticism with an op-ed in the Washington Post today, Dean wrote, "I know health reform when I see it, and there isn't much left in the Senate bill." The former Democratic presidential candidate and prominent liberal is leading a progressive revolt.
I'm feeling cautiously optimistic.
At the very moment the president had unified his fragile coalition of Democrats.
I don't know what piece of legislation he's reading.
The White House has aggressively fired back. Senior advisor David Axelrod calling into MSNBC's Morning Joe to challenge Dean.
I saw his piece in the Post this morning, and it is predicated on a bunch of erroneous conclusion.
Today, two giants in the labor movement voiced misgivings about the bill, but didn't reject it outright. And what one White House aide called Dean's temper tantrum hasn't yet caused progressive senators to jump ship.
They may really not like it. They may be really, really unhappy. But I don't think they're going to kill it.
Largely sidelined in the debate, Republicans today relished the Democrats' family feud.
I now find myself in complete agreement with Dr. Howard Dean, who says that we should stop this bill in its tracks, we should go back to the beginning and have an overall bipartisan agreement. Dr. Dean, I am with you.
Well, the president got some momentum today. Former President Bill Clinton announced his support for the Senate bill. And we should mention, despite this latest flare-up, in our latest poll, it shows liberals are still with the president, approving him at a rate of 79%, Brian.
Savannah Guthrie starting us off, and now